What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be talking about where I went wrong today and some of the losses that I took today. I ended up taking one essentially break-even trade and two losses on my main account. One of the losses I ended up holding overnight on my forex account, which I'll post a little bit about, and I'll post the withdrawal I got on Hero FX as well to show you guys it's a quick withdrawal. It took me about 8 hours and I got it. There's always something to learn, and what I tell people is whenever you have a loss, it sucks. Like, it sucks for me to have to get down and sit here. Like, it sucks for me. Like, I just wanted to fucking even go to the gym. I'm like, so I didn't just lose money. And just to keep in mind, these were really, really small losses. I was down less than $2,000 today. Told the chat, really like the price action. I wasn't loving it. I was like, I literally went tiny, tiny, tiny size. Not half size, not small size. I said tiny. And I knew, and some of the losses, nothing was over 20 points of a loss. Like one loss was, one of the trades was ranked 22 points. I personally not taking any PTs. A lot of the chat they took 20 PTs at 22, and then I closed at like 4-point loss. Like those kind of losses. But it's so frustrating because it should not be in that way today. I should just either not traded or looked for the sales, but I was wrong. Anyway, we'll just straight into the video. Of course, if you want to rely with me every single day, the link will be down below. And I did change my chart color. I'm going to keep it for the steel chart colors, which I've been messing around with for quite some time. I've been wanting to kind of change them, so I'll keep them. So in Q, the main thing I was watching on in Q is on the 4 hour, we were sitting at this resistance with all these equal highs, but we had gotten above finally this key area of 20,185, which as you can see on the 4 hours, look at this. It's now resistance turned into support, right? It's a resistance turned into support. It's fully upheld, and price. I thought it was gonna go straight up. It did not go straight up, right? It's all about executing. It's currently going up, and it's currently going the right direction. But look at the execution. It's all about execution, right? Just because you know where direction is more likely gonna go in a larger time frame, it does not fucking matter. Yes, this was the previous all-time high. It was struggling to break above. So that pressure given me, price was just consolidating this 10 points range, and I told myself, hey, unless we break above this or below this, I'm not gonna take a trade. If we break and hold below this, I'm gonna go short. I'm only gonna look for shorts. But I broke my rule. I told her, it was something I told the chat. Like, we weren't really even taking trades till like 11, right? So a lot of people weren't even on the chat anymore. But sometimes it is what it is. Anyway, price had come down, and we came and tapped into this 15-minute fair value gap here, and I tried taking it along roughly right here. Came up, did not take any piece, unfortunately, came down and stopped me out at 20 points. Then again, I tried it yet again off of this 185 area that I gave you. Went up again 22 points, came down, and I closed at 4-point loss. Then towards the end of the day, we kind of had this big candle up. I entered, stopped out again, but I kept it on my forex account. I think I'll probably post a clip of that somewhere in here, just randomly. Show you guys also the Hero FX withdrawal. Again, they're doing still the 100% deposit. If you want that link, the link is down below. So price went up, consolidated, bounced up, and it popped up after hours. And sometimes it's part of trading, right? Like, my idea realistically was quite correct if we look at it. The idea was correct that we're probably gonna go higher before we made a new low, but the timing of it was was not right. And again, my target were both these higher days right here. What could have done better? I could have probably used ES and seeing how weak ES was and was not able to break above the all-time highs. I made some pretty strong bearish divergence here. That this was just not gonna work out. We did have this bearish divergence, but we had so many kind of divergences that were kind of like false signals today. That even then, like you guys can see, we also had a bullish divergence here at the lows that did not play out. So even like with the divergence, I felt like that was maybe not like super important today to look at. As you can see, we also had bullish divergences at the low. So it's very tricky to trade. And I will say the price action, I feel like this week, like yesterday I had a huge winner. Today I took a couple really, really small losses. And what's the one thing about me? It's like my risk management is going to be amazing because I know the A+ setups when they're there. I know when I need to go in heavy, like yesterday straight, 200 plus points. I said, go in, full size, add to your size. Add also the long DQ, and yes, at the same time, because I was very, very confident in that trade. And that's where it makes a good trader to a great trader, understanding when you're sizing into your trades. Because you have to understand what is your A+ setups. If you don't know your A plus setups, I don't even know you're trading. You should always be lucky and understanding when is the best opportunities. Whenever the market is a little funky like this, you should know, hey, I'm either not gonna trade. And I told myself if I did not take a trade by 11, I should not be in a trade. And again, I took that trade when when I took that long was 11:02. I did say I was only taking a couple contracts, nothing very, very small, and it did not work out. What is no matter of rule, past 11, I'm not taking trades unless it's back past 1 p.m. and 3 p.m. That usually tends to be my rule, which again, I broke. I broke my rules, and whenever you break your rules, you get punished, and that's good. I got punished breaking my rules, so it teaches me or remembers me that I have those rules for a reason. Because let's say those trades worked out today, and I broke my rules, and I made money. Guess what? Then the next time I'm breaking my rule again. And just because you break your rule and it works out once, it does not mean that your rule sucks, right? I had this rule, but it didn't work. I broke it. And it was just fine. No, because just because it works once doesn't mean long term it's going to be useful. You have those rules because long term they're going to be the best choices you can make. And whenever you get punished, like I did, it's good to it reminds you why you built those rules. I hope you guys learned. There's a lot of people that kind of struggle today. I will say just in general, price had been acting funny, but a lot of times we blame price. By the end of the day, it's on us, right? It's on us. Even when the candle shorting, a lot of people were shorting this inverted fair value gap here. Once this candle closed, and as you can see, popped right back up, stopped everybody out, touched the previous day, and look how important the previous day was today. And again, another mistake that I felt like I made today that should have been a pretty easy short, 10 a.m. reversal. 10:15 was the top, came down, you created a small inverted here, could have been one confirmation, or you could have been using the GP, the golden pocket, where price comes up to. I need to change this golden pocket color now. We're gonna do orange. I think orange should be fine. I think I'll do darker orange. Comes up, that was a pretty easy setup, something like this. I thought about this, but I don't know. This should have been a trade I took today. Fortunately, I missed it. Sometimes it is what it is. You learn from your mistakes. The GP never fails you. You have to remind ourselves that. Anyway, I'll leave a clip for the hero effects with the withdrawal, how quick it was, and the trade I'm still holding. I closed half of it out, and I still got some in. Hope you guys learn. If you join me, trade live with me every single day. Link will be down below. Code 39. It's 39, the number 39. I check out. Peace out. And just like that, took another trade. Gotta fix this shit. I don't know why things so fucked up. But a little up over 10,000. Two longs. Like in the forex, honestly, because I can trade it like futures, but swing it much more comfortably. So we got that count back up to 55,000 now after 5,000 payout. I think tomorrow or Friday I'll take another 10k. And honestly, the fills have been quite good. Anyway, I'm gonna be closing this one position here, $7,000 profit, and we'll let the one that's $3,000 running. Probably give it like a $5,000 stop loss, which seems a little high, but we already locked in 7,500, and I'm up 12,000 from yesterday, so 19,000. And again, should be pretty chill. Close it right there. That's where I bought it. You guys can see that's where the buys were for that 1976. So